I ain't sure either way. You know, I just like to do research first. Chauncey coming for sure?
Yes.
Or you talk to him?
I've talked to him. The last thing we talked about, he asked if Samara's going to be there.
I didn't prepare. I mean, I know you got questions, but is there anything new going on?
Anything new?
No, I'll get more.
No, there's nothing new.
I hit Russell still last time about the military stuff. Hey, I ain't gonna hold you. I got some like ChatGPT questions too, and I think my questions better than your questions.
ChatGPT. I need to learn how to work that. I promise you, I'm just not a ChatGPT bro.
You gotta get on your phone.
I mean, listen, my questions give background about who he is, and then they say how you connected to the security stuff. That's how I found out about the military. I ain't asked him. I was like, oh, he's
right. But today he's asking for specific topics. So,
all right, that's cool.
Call your questions. So I'm gonna relate back to it. I mean, you can find a way, like you can find a way to the topic. He's just talking about.
I need to take me a train.
Generations care about.
Like, he's like, I got this.
Sometimes I'm in that chair, sometimes I'm in this chair. But today, y'all got a phone call coming?
I mean, I just brought him because the station does like Tennessee here calling him. So it's just in case.
I know that first one to break me. A little rough, you know what I mean? A lot of guys, that was the last time they went to school. You know what I'm saying? I did it. Hey, where bro at? Hey.
Because you just never know what you're walking. You know, I took a step off the I parked across the street, and I had to walk over that big step. And when my foot went down, I almost did like a what's the thing? Yeah, I almost did a Simone Bass slip on the street. But I like slid back up and caught myself. I was like, Lord have mercy, give me some Epsom salt. You just never know when you're stepping. You know what I'm saying? You have to have on good grip shoes the entire time. Look, and Jason got real jiggy with his. He just put his hands down and stepped down. I just followed his lead. You never broke anything? Well, both my ankles have been broken, both my wrists. I just recovered from a tailbone injury. I missed a chair and just went flat on the floor. So I just thank God I'm still here. Oh my God, because it has to heal on its own. Yeah, the whole Christmas holidays I was on my couch with my donut pillow. And I think I got out like Christmas Eve. But I'm just grateful I can walk. I'm glad it wasn't hip broken. I'm in like a whole cast. All of that, you know, I'm still moving. It's just an alarm. Be careful. Watch where you sit. Oh, you had tailbone injury? How long? Can you still feel it?
No, I can't.
How long ago was that? Okay, you ice a lot, but you know what? Your body was still kind of going through growing and all that. Yeah.
My blind side, bro, coming across the middle. Mine's like a big deal, bro. And it was a demonstration.
Did it take the air out you?
Took the air out me. I didn't get up for a minute.
Yeah, so let me tell you, when I fell, I was like, don't touch me. Just let me see if my hips are still working, if I'm not broken. And once I got up, I felt like I was okay. But that next day,
that's what I was about to say.
Oh my God.
I finished practice and then I got home from practice and then I was like, bro, I can't get my
Right.
I couldn't get up like, bro, I don't want like this for 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So you were basketball and football. So you were done after that. See, let me tell you what deals with football. You know I love football, but I just can't accept the fact that I'm running and somebody gonna automatically just take my feet away from my head. I just can't.
That's the whole fun part.
Yeah, because I used to play with my brothers. I played touch football in the alleys with my brothers. Oh, so you football too? Okay.
At that point, bro, I'm 6'3". Dude hitting like 5 rounds. You know what I'm saying?
But super
I
bill.
can dunk now. What am I doing here? What am I doing?
Dunking do not matter on the football field.
Exactly. That's why I shouldn't be on the football
Size,
field, bro.
because you know what? When you look at your wide receivers, they're most of the time not over 6 feet, but they like super strength.
I love these basketball players in football.
You know, I disagree because I feel like that the basketball players have more agility in different things. You know, they can like flip over players.
Also, you bring basketball to football in a sense, like boxing out and stuff. Like,
Yeah.
basketball feels alive.
Right.
Vice versa.
I was born receiver.
I was banging in the post when I was like that. I was not the finesse player. I would do the other
Playing with the dudes over 6 foot, that don't work. That don't work. You throw that up.
shoulder movement, head fake, you're up.
How long these arms are, bro? And I'm a short guy.
Head fake, and I'm underneath you.
You're not seeing how long these arms are, bro. You're not seeing how long these arms are. That little pump they can be on those things, bro.
I don't know about that. The wingspan is not
I'm trying to tell you, bro. I'm trying to tell you. That's what I want. Like Chris Paul talking about y'all. You got 2.5 minutes.
I still don't be running football anymore.
How long has it been?
Oh, this is his first day back?
Oh,
Only 10, 15, 20. I mean, 12, 11.
Yeah, 12 o'clock.
Okay. But that's 12, 11. So
It's just gonna be on my.
okay, look, just give me the cue.
Yeah, that's a lot of that.
Math is not your strong suit.
We got 30.
afternoon, believers. This is your girl, Deborah Vance, the autism advocate on the move, sitting in the hot seat today for Tamara Fair. We hope you guys are having a great day and staying warm. We have a great show for you today. I am so excited to be here, waiting for Mr. Action Jackson to arrive in the building. But guess what? I'm here and so grateful to be here. So stay tuned and stay in your seat for the rest of our show. We have some amazing guests coming, some amazing topics. So we are just grateful that you're listening. So stay tuned. 1390 AM, the Brunch Bunch Show.
Hey, it's your main man, Action Jackson, and let me put you on to where I get my style right. GQ Gentlemen, located at 7149 South State Street, right here in Chicago. Whether it's for church, prom, weddings, or galas, GQ Gentlemen has the suits that keep me looking sharp and feeling confident. Need that perfect fit? Call them at 773-966-4383. That's 773-966-4383. And tell them Action Jackson sent you.
And we're going to talk about
I'm
a lot
State
of things,
Representative
including
LaShawn K.
things that are
Ford,
coming
and
up
I'm Lester
with
Barkley,
autism,
Honorary Council of
with
Jamaica.
cancer.
Jamaica needs your help. Hurricane Melissa has devastated our island. Donate online at myjack.org. That's myjack, MIJAC.org, or drop supplies at Chatham Community Center or Agape Kingdom Generation Church in Skokie. One Jamaica, one Midwest.
Be fabulous.
We should still be playing. How those games won last week? We would win the bowling game.
Be outspoken.
Nobody's watching the rating.
Oh.
Nobody's watching the
Yeah. We had the most 2-watch games the whole year.
Squeeze, a new luxury brand from Tamara Fair. Squeeze comes in 2 distinct fragrances, the sensual Pure Royale and the alluring Forbidden Kiss. Order Queeze today.
Go to bequeeze.com and get your favorite fragrance today. That's BEQUEESE.com. Bequeeze.com.
I'm LaShawn K. Ford. For seniors and families, healthcare is a matter of survival. In Congress, I would fight to protect the Social Security because you earned it. Defend the Medicare. You rely on it and strengthen Medicaid so no family is forced to choose between medicine and rent. I will stand up to the Trump administration to keep these promises. I am LaShawn K. Ford. I'm asking for your vote on March 17th. Thank you. Paid for by LaShawn K. Ford for Congress.
Are you ready to take your business to the next level?
I was so mad
The way to reach new customers is by getting your message heard. And there's no better place than right here on Brunch Bunch. With thousands of listeners tuning in every weekday from 12
Happy New Year!
We got a minute.
Happy New Year, brother.
Your business can gain exposure, connect with our community, and even be featured as a special guest on the show. Don't wait. Call us today at 773-345-7441.
Adam, what are you doing?
345-7444.
Where you at?
The Brunch Bunch,
I'm behind
where
the board
business,
today, man.
culture, and community come together.
Right, so we about to do it in a row. We got about 45 minutes.
That's for me.
Don't start panicking.
So let's
Just
do
call
it.
Fleming
Am I gonna vote for
Entry
these?
Law Group,
Y'all use phone one off.
773-988
In the row.
Law.
Okay.
Or visit our website, WINSday.com. Attorney Flanagan has settled millions of dollars in cases for car crashes, truck cases, slip and falls, medical malpractice, police misconduct, and more. No one wants to be injured, but if you are, make the best of it. Call Chicago's #1 accident attorney, concentrated in serious injuries, wrongful death, and medical malpractice. Flanagan Entry Law Group. We are here to help. Our team is experienced.
Hey, I'm on the
and
radio.
dedicated
Give me
to
about
truth,
40
service,
minutes,
and
something like
justice.
that.
Call us at 773-789-8300
Yeah, 1390.
or contact us online at
I will.
WINSdayInjury.com. Flanagan Injury Law Group. We work for you.
I'm State Representative LaShawn K. Ford.
And I'm Lester Barkley, Honorary Council of Jamaica. Jamaica needs your help. Hurricane Melissa has devastated our island.
Donate online at myjack.org.
She said she ain't new to
That's
this.
myjack.
You know, I take direction very well.
10 seconds on the story.
Or drop
10 seconds on
supplies
the road.
at Chatham Community Center or Agape Kingdom Generation Church in Skokie. One Jamaica,
One Midwest.
We're in the raw with Tamara Fair on the Brunch Bunch.
Hey guys, hey believers. Hey, this is Deborah Vance, your autism advocate on the move, sitting in the hot seat for Tamara Fair. And listen, she always sends the news that you can use. So guess what's going on today? What's the Napa virus? So it's a lot of us that are getting sick and we don't know where the cough is coming from. We think it's just maybe the flu. or maybe COVID again. And it's so many different viruses that are coming up, right? And it's different names that are created with these viruses. So I'm going to say before I go into this story, please, 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 please go holistic, or oregano oil, soursop oil, and build up your immune system. Thanks be to God, I have not been sick this year with any sneezes, colds, or anything, because I am very intentional on keeping my immune system built up, mine and Jason's. We go through our oil regimen every single morning and every single night with steaming and things like that. So things that the doctor tell you, okay, we want to listen to our doctors, but also we want to do holistic things. So with that being said, I had to put that in there. So what is the Nipah virus? And I hope that I'm pronouncing it right. Why health officials are tracking this disease. Health authorities in India, West Benja state recently confirmed that a small outbreak of the Nipah virus, a rare but highly lethal infection that can spread from animals to humans, and though close contact between people. The Indian Health Ministry reported that only 2 cases have been confirmed since last December, both involving healthcare workers, and that 196 close contacts were traced, monitored, and tested, all of whom have tested negative and shown no symptoms. However, officials say that rapid contact tracing and public health response helped the contact for outbreak, and the situation remains closely monitored. You heard that part, closely monitored. Nipah virus is a pathogen carried by animals such as fruit bats, pigs, and can be transmitted through contact with infected animals, consumption of contaminated food, close contact with sick individuals. It can also cause a range of symptoms starting with fever, headache, muscle pain, cough, and sore throat, which may progress to severe respiratory distress, neurological complications that with brain infection, seizures, and coma. This is serious, guys. Because of its severity and lack of vaccine or specific antiviral treatment, health organizations like the World Health Organization classified Nipah as a priority pathogen with epidemic potential. Rates in past outbreaks have ranged roughly from 40 to 75%. That's a high rate. In response to this outbreak, several Asian countries quickly reinstated or intensified health screenings measures at major airports and boarding crosses prevent potential intentional spread. Nations including Thailand, Nepal, Taiwan, Singapore, Hong Kong, Malaysia, and others have implemented various traveler health checks such as temperature screenings, health declarations, and targeted surveillance, particularly for passengers arriving from affected regions in India. These precautions borrow from protocols seen during the COVID-19 pandemic. Although the outbreak has promoted regional alertness and reinforced surveillance efforts, no confirmed cases have been reported outside India, and public health officials emphasize that the risk of widespread global transmission remains low at this time. Still, because there's currently no approved vaccine or targeted treatment, efforts to identify, isolate, and monitor cases early are key to preventing further spread of this dangerous virus. So pay attention to your body. If the Holy Spirit tells you to put a mask on in public, even, we're traveling to different places. We want to go to Bali. We want to go here. We want to go there. So just be careful with traveling, because guess what? We're traveling to spaces outside of the United States, and we're bringing this stuff back. So just be careful. The Brunch Bunch is not a CDC agency or radio station. We're just providing you what is news that you can use. So with that being said, again, this is your girl, Deborah Vance, your autism advocate on the move. Stay tuned. Bam. That's
Wow.
Yeah, look, I had to put the disclaimers in there because.
So on our conversation today on the Gen X piece, I've been thinking about like how Gen X, Gen Z, and all the mindset from a generational perspective shaped how people look at security.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And so Yeah, I feel it's a real good topic today.
Mm-hmm.
So what you want to start with? Like, is there a topic question that you want to start with?
No, I got just what I'm going to do is when we talk about today, folks on different generations, I'll break down the 3 generations.
Okay.
Gen X, Gen Z, Millennial, and all that kind of stuff by age bracket. Okay. And then it'll be easy to toss it back and forth because I'll talk about what this generation believes versus what this generation believes. And basically, you guys fall into some of those generations, I think it would be great. And can you comment today or no?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. For y'all
Yeah,
give,
definitely.
for y'all give a comment on the segment just to say how you look at it personally. And then make sure Deborah has my phone number.
Yeah, it's right here.
So we want to tie it back to, at the end of the day,
security.
And at the end of the day, no matter how tech savvy we are, how digital things are, we need to make sure we have the right security. And so to get a security analysis, boom, boom, boom.
Okay. What's the name of your organization again?
Secure Home and Automation.
Okay.
Secure Home and Automation. And we want to try to get that number out at least 5 to 6 times.
Okay, got you.
So that's it.
I got you, bro.
Yeah, I was thinking about you when I was doing this. I didn't know you were gonna be, but I was thinking about it because I mean, you in that age group. How old are you?
31.
Yeah.
You know, the Gen Zs and the millennials, you know, their mindset is just like us, you know, when it comes to baby boomers and things like that. Our mindset is in a different space. You know, I talk to a lot of millennials and Gen Zs, and you know, they'll wear masks. They haven't been vaccinated. It's like, I don't believe in vaccines.
Yeah.
I'm not doing all of that. And a lot of them that I speak to, they are really going the holistic way. And gratefully, a lot of them aren't sick.
Yes.
So, you know, as long as you are following some type of protocol, and like I said, it can't just always be medicine.
Correct.
It can't.
No, I agree with you wholeheartedly.
Yeah, Jason, now we on top of our oils every single day. Like he's gotten to the place he just knows to open his mouth, stick it up on your tongue. Let's go.
Let's roll on out.
Yeah.
What we got? 25. We're doing what's going on story, or we just that was it. We're just going straight to the interview.
Well, I mean, that was what's going on.
All right, so
we're going straight into Chauncey.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So you're gonna hit the song?
Yeah. Wait. What song? Is it the intro? Or you
yeah, just the intro.
Yeah, I got that.
Yeah.
So am I introducing Chauncey, or he just comes right in?
You probably
okay, cool.
No, that was a good question. Chauncey, are you going to introduce yourself, or she going to introduce
you? What you can do that. Or normally, what happens after the song, I always say, "Hey, what's up, everybody?" Deborah Vine, you know. So after he plays the song, and then I just start speaking to everybody in the studio.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
You got some time.
Do you have the song "You've Been So Faithful" by Ted and Sherry?
So hey everybody, thank you so much. Whoever is tuning in, I see Jerry Vargas watching. Let's see, Reginald Williams, Estella. Hi, my sis. So hey, share this live, and just get people on, because right now people that are at their desks, they're having lunch, so maybe they can listen to the Brunch Bunch while they're having lunch at their desks. So share the live video. Reginald, Jerry, and Estella. Let's see. Yeah. So let me rotate my camera so I can show you who's in studio. There's Jason. Look, Jason, say hi.
Say hi.
There's Chauncey. There's our amazing super producers in the building.
Super producers. Yes, sir.
And guess what? They're young people. So I'm learning so much from them today, right? About ChatGPT, about producing, about, you know, making sure everything is on time. So I'm grateful for my people. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing, babe? Another one of my goddaughters. Thank you for tuning in. Please share, like and share. Send me some stars.
Okay, so you fall up under the
Gen Z.
Yeah. Gen Z. So all those perspectives, that's dope. They're in the studio.
Yeah, we have baby boomer, Gen Z, and millennial. Oh my God. Jason, what is Jason? He's 38. So what is he? Millennial. Okay, Jason, you're a millennial. You're a millennial. Say millennial.
Oh, this is perfect. Couldn't have worked out any better.
Let's go. Under God's super, super, super divine order. Okay. So guys, on Facebook Live, I'm going to be sharing some information on some things that are coming up with the Answer Incorporated and other organizations as well. Again, I'm just so happy to be filling in for Tamira Fair, to be able to just be here today. So stay tuned. Keep listening in for the Brunch Bunch. I know it's commercials going on right now, but we are live. And if you have a question, please put the question in the comment for Mr. Chauncey, Stacey Chauncey, who's coming in next about security and some things that we're going to be talking about. So if you bring in some questions, that would make our show a little bit more interactive, and we know how you feel about what's going on. Okay? Type in your questions because I have my phone right here in front of me, and I can see you.
Did you tell them what the topic is today?
Okay, the topic is
talking about how different generations view home security and why it's important to understand this generational mindset.
How different generations view security, and we have a millennial in studio, Gen Z. We have like 2 or 3 millennials, including Jason, that's in the studio, and then I'm a baby boomer, and so is Chauncey. So we have a lot of different opinions. This is going to be a great conversation. Oh, I'm a baby boomer, and you're a baby boomer. What did I say I was?
No, you said me and Chauncey baby boomer.
Yeah, both of us are baby boomers. So hey to the baby boomers. And look, and we are healthy, happy, still serving the community. We might be 50, 60, 70, but God is able. And I'm not shaming my age. I am 67, closer to 68. And I'm so grateful that God has still allowed me to be able to stand up on these feet. But guess what? When I stand up on those feet in the morning, I have to talk to the feet, to the ankle. And the foot bone connected to the ankle bone, the ankle bone connected to the knee bone connected to the hip bone. I had to talk to the body before the body started moving. I cannot just jump up like I used to, but guess what? I'm still up and moving. So praises be to God that I can still move around. So we're about to go live again. So stay tuned.
It's my cut. Here's some change.
Jason, you like this song too, man? Hey.
The different generations.
That's a good song, Chauncey. I like that song.
He's faithful.
Yes. Okay. Look, I see the funky face coming. I see the funky face. Hey, Regina Blakely, how are you? West Garfield Pride. Thank you for tuning in and logging on. Thank you so much. Hey. So if you guys have any questions, pop your question in the comment, and I will make sure that your question is answered based upon this topic.
We got 2, y'all. We got 2.
Okay. 2
minutes? We got 2 minutes. All right, so we do got a lot of time, so we are gonna break this down into 2 segments. We're gonna play a song in between.
Okay.
All right, probably about 45-ish, maybe 42, 43, somewhere around there.
Okay.
All right, and we're gonna have you take us to break.
Okay.
So, keep it locked on Inspiration 1390. We'll be right back after this.
Gotcha. Okay.
We got a minute and a half. I'll let you know, like, hey, 5 minutes left.
So, guys, Marcel Jackson is not here, Action Jackson, so I want you guys to continue to keep his family in prayer. Hey, DJ Brandon Barker, I just love you. So keep Marcel and his family in prayer. They are really going through some challenges, so please keep them in prayer. You know, Action Jackson is everywhere for everybody, but right now he is there for his family, so we want to keep him in prayer for everything. So keep our brother in prayer and his family.
Yeah, you can step this right.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Look, you see me with the step bounce, right?
Got the step.
Somebody should have a gospel steppers night. So see, I'm gonna tell you something.
You can try some juice.
I'm talking about some
wine.
Now he getting ready to go. He getting ready to go to the Bible.
Yeah,
Jesus said what? I love you too, Brandon.
We got 20 seconds, y'all. 10 seconds.
It's time for the Chauncey Code.
It's time to automate to elevate. It's your man, Stacey Chauncey. Let's go.
What's going on, Believers? What's going on? I'm in the studio, guys, and we getting it cranked up today. That was a beautiful song. God is so faithful.
Yes.
By my people, Ted and Sherry. What's up, Deborah Bynes?
Hey, my brother. Happy
Justin
New
Jarrell,
Year.
Adam, everybody in the house. How y'all doing today?
We are awesome. We awesome and fat up in this cold weather because guess what? We're Chicagoans and we make it happen.
Absolutely. This is not new to us, right?
Yeah.
And so today, I'm so excited, guys. We want to talk about today. We're talking about the different generations and how they view security and why it's so important to understand these generational mindsets when it comes to protecting our homes and families. And if I may, just let me drill down on that a little bit and just define it a little bit more. What we're talking about today, because we're understanding these generational perspectives are the key to this whole discussion. Does that make sense?
Oh, yeah.
And just to get it flowing, first we're going to talk about Gen X. And when you talk about Gen X, those are the baby boomers. That's me and you, Deborah.
Yes. we're the ones that's just gonna strategically think about everything from A to B.
You're absolutely
from A
correct.
to Z. I mean,
born between 65 and 1980, and current ages are 46 to 60. And here's how they think about security. They grew up on traditional alarm systems, right? With keypads and wired installations, and now it's wireless. But remember, when security is meant it was all about signing the agreement, the contract, and building a relationship with the company. We also appreciate having value in the product, right? Professional service and human interaction. And so that's what's important. Now, for those millennials talking about Jarrell and Justin and those guys, right? What we call you, Gen Y?
No, sir. We are the millennials.
Millennials.
Also called Gen Y.
Well,
Right?
Gen Y
And Echo Boomer. Am I right?
I would say yes.
It is. Yeah. I did my research. And those individuals born between 1981 and 1996, they're caught between traditional and the digital world.
Yeah.
So they get the best of both worlds if you look at it that way. And so they're tech savvy, but they also value quality and professional installation.
And personal touch.
Okay, that sounds like 5 love languages that she hit on real quick. And a lot of times they're often starting families and buying their first homes. And then, not last but least, but you have the Gen Zs. The digital natives, or iGen is what they call. Those are individuals between the ages of 1997 and 2012. Currently ages 14 to 29 years old. Never knew a world without smartphones and instant access. Isn't that crazy?
That's so crazy.
They expect to control everything from their phones, right? They value affordability, simplicity, and DIY solutions. Often have student loans and competing financial priorities. Now, each of these generations approaches home security from a completely different perspective and mindset, understanding why and will help everyone make a better decision for their family. So that's what we're talking about today, guys.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yes. Well, you know what? I want to dive right in, and you know, I'm in the baby boomer component, right? And when I think about home security, especially in the world that I live in the disability world, right? I have to think about when the alarms go off. Is the sound going to be so piercing for Jason?
Okay.
To make sure that entrances and exits make sense, not just for me, but for him, because again, I'm a little older and I still want to make sure that those different components of the security are where he can get out and in. And then we think about the seniors as well. So we have to think about the whole gamut of baby boomers. So we just think differently. We are just so go ahead.
And so what Deborah's talking about is simply her philosophy with, as it pertains to that. And so we view security as an investment and not an expense.
Yeah,
right.
Definitely.
And that's really important. So when you start talking about prioritizing things, peace of mind over cost savings, right?
Yes.
That peace of mind you have for you and your son, that seniors have when it comes to peace of mind. And we also value that human element in emergency response.
Yes.
That know someone is coming,
the system is going off. You can talk to someone through the keypad, and we just understand the quality service cost as it pertains to that. Now, when you talk about your Gen X, they typically spend between $800 and $2,500 on security, which may be smart locks.
Is this monthly or yearly?
No, just a one-time out of pocket.
Okay,
for extra equipment possibly. That allows you to be able to have some of the components that you need. You may want the smart lock for your son. You may want to have a camera that allows you to have two-way communication if he's setting with someone, so on and so forth. But our monthly monitoring when it comes to us is typically between $49 and $80 from a monthly expense, right? And so we just want to make sure that we have the right type of solution for everybody's situation. Does that make sense?
Yes.
And how do you guys, from a millennial perspective, how do you guys view security?
My one of my number one goals when it comes to security is keep them porch pirates away. I pay my good money for them Amazon packages. And I need not for your thirsty baby daddy to be all over my porch, playing with my Amazon packages. So that's how we looking at security over here.
And what's your thought, Justin?
So as a Gen Zer, I'm on the older end of Gen Z, so I had a little bit of the experience before the complete digital takeover. And for me, home security was kind of like a luxury. It was kind of like something like, your uncle with a nice house kind of had and something like that. It wasn't really a standard or a staple. It wasn't really seen as something that you absolutely have to have. It was one of those things like, yeah, if you got money, absolutely get that because, you're rich, you're living right. But for the most part, not many people in my life had home security systems or really emphasized.
And I can appreciate that, but the philosophy of the millennials are guys, they want the best of both worlds. They want the technology, but they want the professional service as well. And they also value smart home integration highly. So when you start talking about integrating it with your Google and Alexa and all that kind of stuff, that's that digital divide that we're talking about that bridges a gap.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, as we go into even the times that we're living in right now with like you say, the Amazons, the Instacarts and things like that, we also want to make sure that as things are being set on our porch, that you're not trying to come in our house at the same time. Because I'm gonna tell you, I don't trust nobody. I don't. The Instacart, the people want to just come into my enclosed front porch and sign this and sign. No, you can't come in. You just can't. So it's just, security is good in all generations because we just all want to be safe.
Correct. And at the end of the day, that's the common denominator. But for my millennials, they really do extensive research. They're just not going to allow you to come out and start talking about it's going to be this, and that. They're going to be like, okay, can you leave me something written?
So you know what? I want to make sure that you guys know that we have someone right here in the studio that can guide you through all the security issues that you might have. And that's Mr. Stacy Chauncey, and his number is 866-447-3344. And that's 866-447-3344. We're going to be adding, we're going to be talking about this number all through his segment, but I want to make sure that you guys get it.
Exactly. And I was just saying the same thing. If you want to keep those porch pirates away, if you want to keep your Amazon boxes to yourself, because ain't no telling what's in those Amazon boxes, and you don't want everybody in your business. So I'm just letting you know that your best bet might be to call my man Stacy Chauncey, 866-447-3344. Keep your business to yourself.
I love it. I like that. And so the other thing that millennials always think about when I run into them, they're willing to pay for quality and they want the flexibility, but they always ask me, do I have to sign a contract? They're always concerned about the contracts and feeling locked in. And so I have to share with them that the thing about having an agreement, I don't look at it as a contract, but I look at it as an agreement. It gives you the flexibility. If you sell your home, you can tie that in with the sale of your house. So if you have an existing agreement with the security company and you stay there for 2 years, you have 1 year left on the agreement, you can take that monthly, add it to the sale of your home.
But you said something earlier that security is not just a luxury. It's a what?
Necessity.
A necessity.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So we just want to make sure you guys understand that. And most of our millennials, when you start talking about the millennial camps, their initial investment is a little bit lower than what the Gen Zers are, right? They typically spend anywhere from $200 to $500. And they're into the cloud storage type situation. And so they like the systems like the Simply Safe, the Waze, so on and so forth. But here's the deal, though. You have to have it installed properly no matter what it is. So when I tell people, if you want a DIY type system, you got to make sure someone is technically proficient to put it in the way it needs to be put in. Because if it's not, when you need it, it doesn't do what you need to do, then you basically wasted money.
Yeah, because right now my Ring doorbell is frozen.
Oh my goodness.
So.
Oh my goodness. And I also wanted to add in, a lot of us millennials nowadays, I'm 31, but a lot of us are 38, 39. And we're getting to the age where we have to start taking care of our baby boomer parents. Mm-hmm. And as much as the DIY things, you can save a couple of dollars and things like that, this is not the situation where you want to, save pennies and things like that. You guys talking about your parents on the line. Older people, they have slips and falls, things happen, and someone's not always there to, come to their rescue. And so this is one of those situations you definitely want to call 866-447-3344 because, your parents could be on the line at that point.
Yep, yep. And not only that, you were just talking about looking for your wife this year, good brother. That's what I heard through the grapevine, right? And so what you have in the family, as a millennial, that age and that 30, you say 38, a lot of times you guys have families.
Yes.
And so you don't put a price point on the safety of your family.
You know what? And not just the price point of safety and convenience, but it's just what we need. And I would let go a hat or a coat or anything that I need to keep my family safe. And so guess what? With that being said, I am so excited about knowing more about security because I have my brother Stacy Chauncey that's going to, because I promise you, my house is Fort Knox. Okay? All right. I have cameras everywhere in Jason's room, the kitchen, outside my front back door, by my garage. I have security everywhere. So to make sure that you are secured, you dial 866-447-3344.
We'll be right back.
God, he's a mighty God. Touch 2 or 3 people around you and tell them he's a mighty God. He's a mighty God. He's a mighty God. Yes, he is.
You need 5 minutes? Okay, that's fine.
I still got another section. And then, because it's only 12 for you.
Come on, Jason. Hey, Marcella. How you doing, Marcella? Nisi, what's going on, girl?
Again, we're gonna have about 10 minutes after the song.
Oh yeah.
So I want you guys to start really being intentional on security because it's a lot of things that's going on with our new administration with this ICE stuff, this and that. You want to make sure that your home is secure, right? We're not always there. We just want to make sure we're alarmed, and actually when we're in the home, we want to make sure nobody's coming in. And we'll just get those alarms. This is for Gen Z to
speak
millennial to
in my experience wise regarding being Gen Z when it comes to
I mean, you can talk about how if you have to install a system, when you had a challenge, what you had to do, you got to take it down, send it back. You know what I'm saying? Time is money, money's time. And so people don't tend to think about that. It's cost effective when you purchase it, and then you have a situation, you have to take it down, send it back to the manufacturer. They have to send you the component out, which they don't send out to you until you send the other one back. Right? So most individuals that break into a home, they come back.
Yeah, because it's convenient. They know the house by the end.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you something that I do. I sleep completely in the dark because I said if somebody coming in my house, they can't see anything. And see, I know I can walk through my house like a blind person, even if it's something I left in the floor. I remember that. But somebody that's coming in, breaking in, they don't know your house. They're gonna bump into something. They're gonna stumble over something. They're gonna bump into a chair, a table, or whatever, and they will know. So I sleep in the dark. No TV, no light, no nothing. I don't need those extra additives even in my spirit while I'm asleep. When I'm asleep, I'm asleep.
So we got about 45 seconds, y'all. Y'all ready?
45 seconds.
Yeah, you want to play the intro again? Or you want to just come in off the song?
You can just point to me and come back.
All right, cool. We come off the song. We got about 30 seconds or so.
So thank you guys for staying on with us. Hey, Teresa. Oh, nice to see you. Thank you for tuning in.
All right, 30 seconds, y'all. 25. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2.
And we are back, guys. We are having a phenomenal conversation. And what today we're talking about how generations view home security. And we talked about Gen X, we talked about millennials, but we still didn't talk about the Gen Zs. Or just, we didn't dive down in that. What I found when you start dealing with Gen Zs, a lot of times they have no security at all. They don't have anything at all because their competing priorities are student loans, rent, career building. Yeah. Am I right?
They still in the club.
Yes. They still in the club, right?
Still in the club.
And so to them, security really feels like a luxury and not a necessity. And so they have that it won't happen to me mindset, the mentality, right? Having experienced trauma of a break-in most cases, depending on where they come from. But the reality is that Gen Z's approach is a better than nothing, but it's not real security. It's surveillance that requires them to be monitoring companies. So meaning that they may do something, just put a camera up that comes to their phone. Right. And then they have to hurry up and try to call somebody to get somebody to go over and check something out, so on and so forth. Right. What I want you guys to understand that a burglary happens every 26 seconds in the US. Right. And keep in mind, homes without professional monitored security systems are 300% more likely to be broken into. And so statistics do matter. And we want people to understand that the average burglary takes about 8 to 12 minutes.
Wow.
To get in and get out. Oh, absolutely. Time really does matter. So we want people to really understand the importance of having the right type of security when it comes to protecting what matters most to them.
Yeah, yeah.
And I would go ahead and say I think the Gen Zers need the security the most, more than anybody, because I don't want to be mean to anybody, but when you live a life on the phone, you don't necessarily learn all of the things that you need to learn growing up, just survival skills, right? And there's a lot of people out there who are preying on Gen Zers because they know that they lack survival skills. That's kind of a reason why a lot of them don't have security, because they feel like they don't need it, right? And we all know a couple of Gen Zers who, a house might have gotten broken into or a car might have gotten broken into, and now it's panic time. But it all could have been avoided if you would have just called 866-447-3344 to start with. You might still have your catalytic converter. Your door might have not got kicked in. Things like that. Because at the end of the day, the only reason the Gen Zers think differently is because they just don't have the experience yet, right? And we don't want necessarily for you to learn through experience. We'd rather you guys be proactive, right?
And you're 100% correct in what you're saying, Jarrell. But the other thing, we don't want you to be traumatized.
We don't want to wait till you get 50 and have the mindset, because and it's so good that you have mentors around you to kind of help change your mindset, because at the end of the day, you're going to get older, right? You're going to have children, you're going to have a wife, and you not only want you secure, your house secure, you want everybody secure. So to have that mindset and this education now from your baby boomer mentors, you don't want to wait until you get to our age and say ding 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 ding. Yeah. The light bulb is going off. I should have done this immediately. So make it a priority.
Yeah. You have to, and we're really just kind of speaking to you guys, just kind of kicking the tires a little bit, right? It's so interesting how the Gen Zers or individuals that haven't experienced feel like people older than them don't know anything. Yeah. You don't know anything, right? Like we haven't lived a life whatsoever. Yeah. But as we close out on this particular segment, what I will say to the Gen X individuals, you're doing the right thing for my Gen X individuals, right? Keep that professional monitoring. It's the best thing that you can possibly do when it comes to protection. And don't be afraid of modern smart home features.
Yes.
That's one thing that I would say to my Gen X individuals, right? Today's systems give you smartphone control and professional monitoring. You can have the convenience of young people enjoying plus security you value, right? Keep viewing this as an essential investment. And to my millennials, right? You can have the best of both worlds. You don't have to choose between technology and professional service. You can have both of those, right? Modern professional systems have all the smart features that you desire. So your Google, your Alexa, being able to do all of that. And the nominal monitoring between $49 and $89 is less than a streaming service today, when you really think about it. And now that you're buying homes, guys, and you're starting family, this is the time to invest in your protection in your family. Your DIY cameras can often be integrated with professional systems, depending on what you have. But to my Gen Z individuals out here, challenge your assumptions. The cheapest option isn't always the best option, guys. I tell people that all the time. You're brilliant with technology, but security requires a response. You want someone to come when the system is tripped. Does that make sense? And so those are the things that I would like to share with you guys.
Well, great job, Chauncey. We're so always so glad to have you here at the Brunch Bunch to share good news, and we're looking forward to hear what you have for next week.
No problem. Thank you so much.
And you're here with the Brunch Bunch.
So we got a few more minutes. You say you needed a couple of minutes, Ms. Debbie?
Yes, I do. I gotta talk about what's going on with the answer.
So what you got going on?
We have a Valentine's Day dance coming up. We're gearing up for our one of our big annual events of the Walkathon. I just also want to thank all the people that participated in the Robert Townsend Film Festival.
Okay.
That was a pop-up film festival that Robert Townsend did for us.
Yeah, I seen it online.
And NAACP, so I want to make sure I say that so you guys can vote real quick.
We both looked at each other.
Yeah, because we're actually raising money to sponsor children and adults who camp for an entire week. So.
Trying to get them lit.
Because the thing is, that stuff don't really affect me because it's like, yes, I'm Gen Z, but I'm closer to millennials than I am to.
You keep
but it still affects you.
It does affect me. So here's what I'm saying.
Okay.
I'll say, but here's what I'm saying.
Okay.
Whenever you're the first of a new generation, you're always going to be closer and experienced to the younger end of the generation before you.
True.
He's only 5 years older than me.
It's a big 5, bro. It's a huge 5.
I tell you, 5 years. 5 years means a lot because I told my oldest son, I said, you know what? I told him when he was 15, I said, you're going to be 30 in 5 minutes. Because time goes by just like that, right? And then you look up and what happened between all those years. Mm-hmm. So you have to think about it. The tips that you all are getting right now. I promise you, even though I am a baby boomer, I still listen to you guys because he getting ready to train me on ChatGPT. Because I promise you, I am just so, but I'm not a big texter. I would text on my way. I'm not having a texting conversation. I'm glad that I have a voice. There's a lot of mute people that can't talk. So I just want you guys to even get into the cadence of having conversations. Yeah. I have looked at people in restaurants that are texting each other at the table.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Let's use our voices.
All right, so Ms. Deborah, we got a minute and got a minute 20. I'm gonna let you you're gonna do your thing,
right.
And then you're gonna also close out the show.
Perfect.
Okay. So you just say, hey, we had a great time today, and keep it locked. 1390. We'll be back tomorrow.
Bring me in for that because I'll be talking too long. So let me know when it's time to do the ending.
The ending?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, look. We gonna start doing the ending at about 58, okay?
58, okay, perfect.
Let's get her started if she needs about.
Yeah.
You're only gonna have about 3.5 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all, everybody ready?
Yes.
All right, we about to go in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, this is your girl, Deborah Vance, back again to do the ending of the show. But I wanted to make sure that I got you all this information about what's okay. Let me turn my hat around. I'm in CEO mode now. So thank you to everyone that also supports the Answer Incorporated Autism Awareness and Support Agency and any other agencies that deal with families with special needs, intellectual and developmental disabilities. I firstly want to start with saying thank you to Robert Townsend for coming in December 6th. For our pop-up film festival. He sponsored everything, made sure that we were at Columbia College. Thank you to Troy Pryor and everyone else that worked on the team. Thank you to our board of directors and our entire staff that was a part of this event. We raised $28,000 that was split between NAACP, Westside, and the Answer Incorporated. So again, thank you to amazing producer, actor, writer, Robert Townsend for doing this event for us. Hey, Chris Brown. Also, we are having our 11th annual Valentine's Day dance. And that is the Answer Incorporated Valentine's Day dance. This event is for ages, whatever your kiddo is or your adult is. We like to bring the entire community together and the families for our pre-Valentine's Day dance. And this is February 7th. And it's going to be in Hillside. So you can go to the Answer Incorporated's page and Instagram and LinkedIn and get the information. Also, we are also gearing up for our 19th annual Autism and Developmental Disabilities Walkathon, which will be April 18th at Proviso West High School. Yes, Proviso West High School. Thank you so much to District 209 for remaining to be our partners over the years. And also thank you to our team and our volunteers that are going to be a part of this amazing event. We're going to sponsor children and adults to summer camp for an entire week. So we're raising money for that. So I just thank you all for opening your heart to autism and just being a part of our disability community. So with that being said, we thank you so much for coming into the show each and every day with the Brunch Bunch. Thank you to Tamara Fair for inviting me to be a part of this amazing show today. Marcel Jackson, we are still praying for you, and we miss you. Thank you to Stacy for always coming in with his security tips. I promise you, I learned so much every single day, every single time I'm on this show with him. So with that being said, stay tuned tomorrow for the Brunch Bunch show on 1390 AM.
All right. Good.
All right. So look, you guys, right? Not you. Give me a Robert Townsend movie. Without cheating. Give me one without cheating. Huh?
Oh my God.
Huh?
I gotta see his face.
Oh my God.
You got one? You got one?
When I'm on the spot, I'm not gonna lie, my mind blanks. So give me a second.
What is
the 5 heartbeats?
5 heartbeats, Babs. I can talk about the stuff he's produced.
The 5 heartbeats is a cult.
Meteor Man.
He did Little Richard. Back in the
he's produced so much, and actually his latest is he's one of the directors on The Shy. On Bear,
he did Eddie Murphy. Raw.
He did Beyonce's.
Does he live in Chicago?
No, LA.
Okay.
But he's always back and forth.
That's what I'm saying. I know Robert Townsend, but it's like when you put me on.
But you know what? I promise you.
I was doing that just for the fun.
Hey guys, the show has ended, and we just having this conversation. I walked away from my phone because they started talking about my friend Robert Townsend. So thank you so much for tuning in. Hey Chris, my brother Chris. Hey Darnell. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Hey Trina, I love you.
That's classic.
So listen, I'm getting ready to get back out here to call Autism Advocate on the move, sign it off, but you'll be hearing from me again soon. I love you guys.
I wasn't allowed to watch Eddie Murphy Raw, but I did see Meteor Man.
Wait, no, we want you to tune into it now. Can we get a picture before we take off our coats? Who's gonna take the picture? You, Adam? Keep it call off. We're gonna take a picture. We gotta take a picture.
Who got the phone?
Who got the phone? You can send it to me. Send me all the stuff from today. Absolutely. What we gonna take it in here or out there? Okay.
That was good, guys. Good show.
You all are amazing.
Still winning. I'm going over 3.
Absolutely amazing.
I'm gonna close the log.
Y'all make it so easy.